after the New York Times' devastating report on at least $13 million Fox News and Bill O'Reilly paid to at least 5 women.
Number 10, Paul Pierce.
Paul, riddle me this. Who's the better NBA player?
That's easy. I can say that off the bat. That's me.
This ex-basketball star played 19 seasons in the NBA, his career spanning from 1998 to 2017. Following his retirement, Pierce began working as an analyst for ESPN, but his broadcasting career was spotty and became marred in controversy. Everything came to a head on April 2nd, 2021, when Pierce streamed a racy video on Instagram Live. The video took place at a poker game and showed a maskless Pierce smoking and drinking amidst scantily clad women twerking.
They get a neck massage, you know what I'm saying?
It was likely the last straw for ESPN, which is partly owned by the Walt Disney Company. They fired Pierce without comment, ending their tenuous 4-year working relationship.
He did release a statement, and here's his statement.
Number 9, Fred Willard.
Well, the movie you went to see,
Yes.
was it The Firm?
No.
Was it Free Willy?
This late comic actor was primarily known for movies like This Is Spinal Tap, Anchorman, and American Wedding. But he also hosted the PBS reality program Market Warriors. The show saw professional antique buyers shopping for items at flea markets and attempting to resell them for a profit. However, his tenure as host came to an end in July of 2012 when he was arrested at an adult movie theater on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Let me say this. It's the last time I'm going to listen to my wife when she says, why don't you go out and see a movie?
On suspicion of lewd conduct. Willard claimed that he did nothing wrong, telling Jimmy Fallon, quote,
If you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, everything seems suspicious.
To avoid charges, Willard was forced to undertake a sex ed diversion program. Number 8, Pat O'Brien.
Hopefully my headline's going to be Pat O'Brien gets second chance.
This radio host and TV personality has been working in the field since 1981, covering numerous Olympic Games, sports finals like the World Series and Super Bowls, and hosting the likes of Access Hollywood and The Insider.
But folks, these are not merely America's games. They are the Olympic Games.
However, he was fired from the latter in September 2008. O'Brien was already on thin ice, having previously been demoted and replaced as anchor by Laura Spencer.
I had to own up to some really bad behavior, which I was happy to do.
But humbling it has been.
I'm totally humble.
O'Brien subsequently penned a mass email that he sent to the show's staff, writing, quote, watching Anya and Laura pick out accessories makes the viewers want to vomit. He explicitly wrote, I'll get killed for this, and he was right. O'Brien was immediately fired. Number 7, Rick Sanchez.
CNN anchor Rick Sanchez has been fired after making controversial comments on a radio show.
Joining CNN in 2004, journalist and anchor Rick Sanchez eventually began hosting the news program Rick's List. But the same year, while appearing on the Sirius XM radio show Stand Up with Pete Dominic, Sanchez made highly controversial remarks relating to talk show host Jon Stewart.
CNN anchor Rick Sanchez lashed out at Jon Stewart Thursday on the radio.
He called Stewart a, quote, bigot, and proceeded to state,
I'm telling you that everybody who runs CNN is a lot like Stewart, and a lot of people who run all the other networks are a lot like Stewart, and to imply that somehow they, the people in this country who are Jewish, are an oppressed minority?
The comments earned Sanchez a termination from CNN. Number 6, Phil Donahue.
I think we brought a show to daytime television that they always wanted, and no one gave it to them, and we got lucky. And
perhaps the most influential talk show host of all time, Phil Donahue is known for hosting The Phil Donahue Show, which ran for 26 years from 1967 to 1996. The program is widely credited for being the first talk show to engage directly with audiences. In 2003, his MSNBC show Donahue was canceled. However, a leaked internal memo suggested that Donahue was fired for his public anti-Iraq war sentiments.
I couldn't get over the unanimity of opinion on cable. The drum was beating. Everybody wanted to bomb somebody.
It was stated that Donahue would be a, quote, difficult public face for NBC in a time of war, and his program, quote, a home for the liberal anti-war agenda.
I just felt, what would be wrong with having one show a night, say, hold it, wait a minute, can we afford this?
Donahue later suggested that his firing came as a result of General Electric, the defense contractor that owned MSNBC at the time.
You see, owns Kitchen Oil of Colorado, which in turn owns JMI of Stanford, which is a majority shareholder in PokerFastlane.com, which recently acquired the Scheinhard Wheat Company, which owns NBC.
Number 5. Matt Lauer.
Now late today, an explosive article by Variety describing alleged patterns of lewd behavior by Lauer.
One of the most popular news anchors of his era, Matt Lauer rose to prominence on NBC's The Today Show before serving as co-host for 20 years. However, his long-term employment with the company came to an end amidst the Me Too movement.
Fear crept into my life. I became unsure of myself. Any confidence I had was gone. For him, it was a conquest.
In November 2017, Lauer was terminated from NBC after he was accused of misconduct by a company employee while they were working on the Winter Olympics in Sochi. This opened a floodgate, with Variety reporting further allegations.
2 more tell the magazine Lauer had a button under his desk that would automatically lock his office door.
Journalist Ronan Farrow later claimed that NBC had long been aware of the accusations made against Lauer and that they had once killed the story exposing Harvey Weinstein after Weinstein threatened to expose Lauer and NBC in retaliation. Number 4. Sharon Osbourne.
I don't know what he's uttered that's racist. I'm not trying to slide out of this one. Right. I don't know. Tell me.
Sharon Osbourne has had a thriving hosting career after vaulting to cultural prominence on The Osbournes. However, that certainly hasn't precluded her from controversy. A March 2021 episode of The Talk saw Osbourne and her co-host debating Piers Morgan's comments about Meghan Markle.
If you have one parent is white, one parent is black, what color could your baby be? Let me finish.
Osbourne supported Morgan and publicly feared that she would be considered racist as a result. CBS conducted an internal investigation stating that Osbourne's behavior, quote, did not align with our values for a respectful workplace, and that, quote, it was clear the co-hosts were not properly prepared by the staff for a complex and sensitive discussion involving race. The talk subsequently went on hiatus, and Osbourne permanently departed the show.
How can I be racist about anybody? How can I be racist about anybody or anything in my life? How can I?
Number 3. Bill O'Reilly. This Fox News host has always been a controversial figure, and he publicly settled a harassment lawsuit with former producer Andrea Macris back in 2004. However, this was only the tip of the iceberg. In 2017, the New York Times reported that O'Reilly and Fox had settled with 5 different women regarding assault allegations and potential lawsuits against O'Reilly.
After the New York Times' devastating report on at least $13 million Fox News and Bill O'Reilly paid to at least 5 women.
When this became public knowledge, nearly 60 advertisers dropped their support for O'Reilly, and he was subsequently dropped from Fox News.
You know, there was a sponsor boycott engineered by Media Matters, the radical left group, and the sponsor boycott unsettled some people at Fox News.
Just a few months later, it was reported that O'Reilly had paid Fox News analyst Lisa Wheel $32 million to settle a potential lawsuit. All told, Fox News and O'Reilly had paid out an estimated $45 million in out-of-court settlements.
There are billions of dollars at stake in business deals, and they made a business decision.
Number 2, Rush Limbaugh.
I think he got a lot of credit for the defensive side of the ball winning games for this team.
The late Rush Limbaugh was considered the most popular radio host in the United States, with his eponymous show being the highest-rated talk show in the country. In the early 2000s, Limbaugh briefly worked as a football commentator for ESPN. However, he garnered controversy for comments he made aimed against then Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Donovan McNabb.
McNabb airing it out for Deshaun Jackson. Behind the defense, a juggle and a touchdown.
Limbaugh claimed,
I think the media has been very desirous that a black quarterback do well. We're interested in black coaches and black quarterbacks doing well.
After massive blowback, Limbaugh stated that, quote, the great people at ESPN did not want to deal with this kind of reaction and subsequently resigned from his position. Number 1, Billy Bush.
I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture.
The nephew of ex-President George H.W. Bush, Billy Bush served as an anchor on Access Hollywood, hosted his own talk radio show from 2008 to 2014, and briefly co-hosted NBC's Today. He began his Today tenure in May 2016, but was fired the following October after the infamous Donald Trump Access Hollywood tape was released.
You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet.
This is the video in which Trump made his controversial remarks while speaking with Bush, including saying, quote, When you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Are you ready to be a soap star?
We're ready. Let's go. Make me a soap star.
How about a little hug for the Donahue? Just got off the bus. Would you like a little hug,
Okay,
darling?
absolutely.
Bush was suspended from Today following the release of the tape and the resulting controversy. About a week later, suspension turned permanent and Bush was let go from NBC.
If they feel that way, then there's nothing I can do about it.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.